चैट बॉक्स में लिख दो ना चीकी। Am I audible to everyone? Anjali, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The screen is visible to everyone? Kindly reply, student. Is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So good morning to all of you. So up till now, we are discussing with unit number 2. And in unit number 2, we are discussing about building the data warehouse. As I told, building a data warehouse is dependent upon two factors, the business factor and technical factors. And while building a data warehouse, you need to take care lots of consideration. Okay. So on the last turn, we have seen your business consideration. Today, we will discuss about design consideration. Have you studied the paper software engineering? Reply me. बच्चों थोड़ा सा क्लास इंटरैक्टिव रखो, ऐसे ठीक नहीं लगता है।
Yes, ma'am.
क्या आप लोगों ने पढ़ लिया है सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग का पेपर?
इसी सेमेस्टर में मैम है।
इसी सेमेस्टर में पढ़ रहे हैं अभी? अच्छा ठीक है, कोई नहीं, आप लोगों ने सी तो पढ़ी होगी। ठीक है, तो सी में भी या आप किसी भी सॉफ्टवेयर में भी यूजुअली हम लोग क्या करते हैं, सबसे पहले रिक्वायरमेंट एनालिसिस करते हैं, मतलब यू हैव टू कलेक्ट ऑल द रिक्वायरमेंट, देन यू गो फॉर द डिजाइन, then you'll go and check your technical feasibility of that, and then finally implementation and deployment. So these are the certain stages we have to go through in all the process while you are making a program, while you are developing a software, while developing anything. First phase is your requirement analysis, then there is a design phase, then technical consideration check, and finally implementation. After implementation, we do certain testing, and after testing, we'll finally have a deployment. This is the certain basic steps you need to follow for everything. Okay, if you are designing something. So in the business requirement phase, or you can say in the warehouse, the things are different, because in the warehouse, what we are doing, because it's a collection of historical data, so you are modifying the thing at the beforehand. Okay, beforehand means you are doing corrections beforehand, like changing the missing values, incompatible data types, incompatible table structures, you are you can say the testing part is you are considering as beforehand. Okay. So at the last turn, I have told you about the business consideration. The business consideration is nothing. It's just a requirement analysis phase. Requirement analysis kaise? Because we are taking certain decision and that is related to your warehouse. Matlab you are taking certain decision that is based upon your warehouse. Okay. So this is all about what is your requirement. Okay. So business consideration will take care all the things. And we have the two approaches for that, top down approach and bottom up approach. So in the top down approach, what we do, we make a complete warehouse and we divide the warehouse depending upon the need of the business. And in bottom up approach, we are making the local warehouse, local data marts, and then we are integrated to get a whole warehouse. Okay. So this is your business consideration phase. The next phase that we will discuss today is your design phase. In the design phase is actually the phase which is just before the implementation phase. In the implementation, what you do? You perform the actual operations. And in the design phase, we do the documentation. Okay. Documentation, if you are doing a C program and we're talking about a design phase of a C program, so this is basically writing the algorithms and flow chart. Okay. So this is your design phase for writing the C program. Okay. So what is the objective? Suppose I am writing a C program. So what we need to do in a certain C program is your requirement analysis. And then after the requirement analysis, we build algorithm and flow charts. And sometimes we write pseudocodes. Okay. So this is the part of design phase. And when we write the source code of C program, then this is called the implementation phase. Now come in respect to the warehouse. In the warehouse, the design phase is the generation of your summarized table, the generation of data contents, the generation of your metadata. So while generating all these things, what consideration you need to take care is the part of your design consideration. Okay. So this is basically your documentation, or you can say the designing of and how you will store the data. Okay. And after design, we will go to check what the technical constraints, and then we have the implementation consideration. Okay. So let's see, today's topic is your design consideration. To design a successful warehouse, we must adopt a holistic approach that is considering all data warehouse component as a part of single complex system and take into account all possible data source and all known user requirement. Okay. So before the design consideration, you have already done your business consideration, and in the business consideration, you come to know which type of approach we are able to use. If the whole requirement is known to us, then we'll use top to down approach. If we have a certain group of business information, then we'll go for the bottom up approach. Okay. So before taking any approaches for business, for decision making, in the designing phase, first of all, you need to take all the usage requirements. Okay. For which the data warehouse is going to be designed. Okay. When you know all the user requirements, then the next phase is for that requirement, what are the possible data sources? Okay. So when you decide requirements and then you decide the multiple data sources from which you have to extract the data, then you can design a warehouse that will give you a complete picture of a single complex system. Okay, because that system would be a multi-dimensional system. You are taking the data from so many different warehouses. So this is who is Sudha? Sudha, write your roll number. Ankit Pal, Sudha is there in your class? Ankit, I am asking to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Sudha
Yes,
is
ma'am.
there in your class?
Yes, ma'am.
Sudha, are you able to listen me? Just write your roll number with your name. Okay, so I'm talking about the design consideration that there are some common characteristics that it must follow. The first one is or are based on a dimensional model. As I've told, you are extracting the data from many operational databases. So there is always based upon a dimensional model. How many dimensions you need, you have to decide it in the design consideration phase. So it contains historical and current data. Historical means there's a collection of your previous historical data and as well as your current data. What way we are storing in data warehouse, it is converted into the warehouse itself. Include both detailed and summarized data. Detailed means if the attributes are different, then it will store a detailed level. And if we are taking the combination of attributes, then the summarized data can also be stored in your warehouse. Consolidate disparate from the multiple sources while retaining consistency. Consistency means if you are extracting the data from multiple sources, so if there is a change in the data, so there should not be a change in warehouse. Okay, means the data should be consistent one. If certain changes occur, the same changes can be reflected in all the copies of the warehouse. Okay. So what are the difficulties while using क्या रीजंस हैं? ये रीजंस हमने पहले भी डिस्कस करे थे व्हेन वी आर डिस्कसिंग द एनवायरनमेंट ऑफ द वेयरहाउस. Difficulty क्या है? The first difficulty is heterogeneity of data sources. As I told, heterogeneity of data sources means because we have different combination of database. What is a database? Database is a collection of data only. The data means it's a collection of so many attributes, and that attributes can be interrelated to each. Interrelated to each means there may be a possibility of joins. There may be a possibility of different normalized forms. So depending upon all these different forms, there is a data heterogeneity. Okay, कि टेबल के स्ट्रक्चर फर्क हैं, जॉइंट्स प्रेजेंट हैं, टेबल्स के नेम फर्क हैं, तो ये सब क्या है? हमारी हेटेरोजेनिटी ऑफ डेटाबेस है. The second difficulty is use of the historical data. Here you need to decide how long you will store the historical data. The third one is growing nature of the database. Growing nature of database, as soon as we are storing the database, the amount of data will increase. And as soon as the amount, it's a continuously growing database. So if the stored data is continuously growing, then the data collection in the warehouse is also increasing, because you have to take care of all the previous data. So as the year passed or as the month passed, you have a new data to store into the warehouse. And how we store? When we do the continuous updation of the data, then only we can store that new data which is now stored into the database. So while taking a general consideration, you have to follow these difficulties, and it should have the following characteristics. So let's see certain points. The first point in design consideration is your data content. The content and structure of the warehouse are reflected in its data model. Data contents are basically nothing. It's a data which is stored in the operational databases. And before taking, this is the first stage of your KDD process. In that KDD, what you do? The first stage is you cleaning, aggregation, all these stages. So the same stage is for warehouse. You build a warehouse. For that, you have to format the data, clean up the data, transform the data so that it can fit into the data warehouse data model. So this is the designing of the templates. कि आपने एक टेबल डिसाइड कर ली कि हमने 4 एट्रीब्यूट्स की टेबल है, तो उन्हीं 4 एट्रीब्यूट्स की टेबल में आपको फिट करना है। अगर उन्हीं टेबल्स के एट्रीब्यूट्स में आपको फिट करना है, तो सपोज अगर मेजरमेंट डिफरेंट है, किसी के यूनिट ऑफ मेजरमेंट डिफरेंट है, तो यू हैव टू चेंज द यूनिट ऑफ मेजरमेंट. If there is a name discrepancy in between the tables, then you have to change the name. You have to take the table names as some readable forms, like जिनका कुछ मतलब हो उन नामों में हम change कर लेंगे. So these all are your data content, where you decide a template, and to fit into that data model or into that data template, you have to provide some type of transformation, aggregation, summarization, cleanups on the data from operational databases. The next one is your metadata. Metadata, I've given the example so many times. It's a data about the data, like the index of the book. So similarly is that it defines your location and contents of the data in the warehouse. Okay, so it gives you a kind of link. Okay, suppose there are decision support application, you want to take decision on a particular attribute or the combination of two attributes, it will give you the link how you will go and approach that particular attributes, because now you are needed only two attributes, so you will go and read only two attributes. And to look for that where it is stored into the warehouse, you will need the metadata. Otherwise, you have to search the entire database. You need to search the entire warehouse, and then only you will extract the two attributes, and then you will take the decision. So it's very lengthy process and a time taking and costlier process. So we built a metadata that will tell you how the information is stored and which information is related to which subject area, which is related to a particular definition, because it will store all the things related to warehouse. The next one is your data distribution. This is talks about data placement and distribution strategy. As we know, the data will grow in nature. Therefore, it becomes necessary that we should divide across multiple servers, which users should get access to which type of data. That should be decided freehand, because there are multiple kind of users. When we discuss implementation consideration, then we'll come to know there are different types of user. Let's take an example. Suppose let's take the example of the bank only. So there are certain customers who don't have the complete access of the bank system. Then there are some clerical staff who has the limited access of the system. That there is a manager of the bank who have one more step of the access of the system. Then there is a GM who has all the access of the system. So these are the kind of things, these are the level of the users. It depends upon which type of user has which type of application, data access. Okay. So in the data distribution, we have to decide freehand that this is the particular type of user and it can access this type of information. And here you can only limit the user also, like 1000 values are there, so it is only able to extract 600 values, not able to extract all the 1000 values. So this is the thing about the user. Then one more thing of that distribution strategies according to the subject area, location and time. So sometimes your decision is dependent upon your monthly data collection. Suppose you want to predict the sale of your next month. So obviously what you need to observe, you need to observe the sale data of the previous months. And sometimes you need annual data to take certain decisions. So we can summarize the data depending upon your time and your location on your subject area. It depends upon which type of your business need. Depending upon your business need, we divide the data into certain disjoint sets. And that disjoint sets can be located into multiple servers. Okay. Now the next one is your tools. Tools, as we have already discussed, there are so many tools that connect with your metadata repository, and depending upon which tool is selected, which tool is appropriate for us, we can use that tools. So there are so many tools: OLAP tools, query tools, data mining tools. So it will help you to implement the warehouse and to access the data, to access the report or application based upon your tools. So these are the certain design steps. So we have mainly 9 design steps. These design steps are used to follow the design of the warehouse. The first step is choosing the subject matter. This particular point we have discussed so many times. Without a subject, we cannot build a warehouse. So first you need a subject, and depending upon your subject, you will build a warehouse. Because if you don't know the subject, then we'll don't know how many attributes should be considered. Because in the operational database, there are thousands of attributes, but all the attributes are not relevant to take decisions. Okay, to take the decision, there are only few attributes which are actually can be used for decision making. So the subject matter is very important choice. First you decide a subject, then we'll design the whole warehouse. The next one is deciding what a fact table represents. Fact table is basically your template. Then after deciding the subject method, you will decide the fact table, and then we'll decide the dimensions, identifying and confirming the dimensions, that it's a three-dimensional data or it's 2D data. Then we'll choosing the facts. Choosing the facts is just a selection of attributes. Now you will choose the facts कि जिनके लिए आपको relevant attributes चाहिए. Fifth point is storing the pre-calculation in the fact table. Pre-calculation means the same thing is that you have to clean up, aggregate all the calculation which is required to store the data into the fact table. You will do all the calculation. Then rounding out the dimension table. Rounding out the dimension table means if your table is not particularly, because it's a multi-dimensional view, sometimes you need this amount, sometimes you need this amount. So you have to round off that so that it should be a consistent for all the dimensions. The next one is choosing the duration of the database. As it is, data warehouse is time dependent. So you have to choose a time limit, how long the data warehouse is valid, and how long you will store, you have to store the information for a total amount of duration. That duration should be decided. The 8th point is need to track slowly changing dimensions. As the data is continuously in growing stage, so it is possible that in the operational database, the dimensional will change. The same reflection have to be done while doing the updation of the warehouse. The 9th is deciding the query priorities and query tools. This is the choosing of your access tools, that which type of access tools you need to take care while designing a warehouse. So this is all about your design consideration. The next consideration that we have is the technical consideration. So after the design, we have to use for the technical consideration. अगर आप अभी प्रोजेक्ट भी करोगे तो उसमें आप एक टाइप लिखते हो, एक पेपर आप अपना बनाते हो जिसमें आप लिखते हो हार्डवेयर एंड सॉफ्टवेयर यूज्ड. So that basically tell you the technical consideration information. This project will run upon this type of hardware and you need this type of software to run this project. Okay. So this is all about your technical consideration. कि अभी हमने warehouse की requirement को gather कर लिया. We have gathered all the requirements. Then we design a warehouse कि ऐसा हमारा design look like होगा. मतलब अभी सिर्फ theoretically है हमारा कि design ऐसा होगा, टाइप की टेबल होगी, ये वैल्यूज होंगी, ये सब चीजें होंगी. उसके बाद वी हैव टू टेक केयर फॉर द टेक्निकल कंसिडरेशन. टेक्निकल कंसिडरेशन विल गिव्स यू अबाउट द डिटेल्स अबाउट योर हार्डवेयर platform, the infrastructure you are going to use, the software things that you are going to use. Okay, so technical issues are to be considered when designing a warehouse environment. These issues include the hardware platform that would house the data warehouse. So that I've told, first you need to consider what hardware platform you're going to use. Then the DBMS that supports the data warehouse data. So you have to choose a database management system that will support your data warehouse data. And what is database management system? This is when we have studied the data warehouse environment, where we have seen that the database management system is a managing system which take care for all the things, like what are the security issues, what are the constraints, what are the linking attributes. All these things that could be considered is your DBMS that supports your warehouse. Then there is a communication infrastructure that connects your data marts, operational system, and end users. Okay. Data marts, as we know, the small part of the warehouse. Operational systems is the operational DBMS, and your end users. End user are finally those persons who are accessing or taking certain decisions. The hardware and software to support the metadata repository. So this is all about data warehouse, and then we have need requirement for hardware and software that support metadata repository. And the system management framework that enables admin of the entire environment. Okay. So all these are the technical issues. Technical issues are basically related to hardware and software. So you need to take care all the things. What are the hardware? What are the software? What is the infrastructure? मतलब network connectivity. What is the communication infrastructure? मतलब network connectivity क्या है? ये सारी चीजें जितनी भी हैं वो आपके technical consideration है. ठीक है. So in the technical consideration, what you need to do, you need to choose certain environment, you can say, and that environment will tell you about what are the hardware that we need to use for that. And what are the hardware? The first one is your hardware platforms, and these are two types of hardware platforms. The one is the balanced approach. The next one is the optimal hardware architecture for parallel query scalability. Balanced approach means कि आपके जो भी हमारे जैसे साइकिल्स होती हैं कि CPU बाउंड साइकिल्स होती हैं और इनपुट आउटपुट बाउंड साइकिल्स होती हैं. तो देयर शुड बी अ बैलेंस्ड अप्रोच कि आपका ऐसा टाइम नहीं होना चाहिए कि जो आपने हार्डवेयर चूज किया है वो इनपुट आउटपुट साइकिल्स जो है वो आपकी बैंडविड्थ उसकी ज्यादा है और CPU बाउंड साइकिल्स की बैंडविड्थ कम है. तो देयर शुड बी अ बैलेंस बिटवीन दीज टू टाइप्स ऑफ साइकिल्स, इनपुट आउटपुट बाउंड साइकिल्स एज वेल एज द CPU साइकिल्स. मतलब अगर वो किसी एक मतलब पर्टिकुलर रोटेशंस या उस पे वर्क कर रहा है तो सेम स्केल पे CPU भी वर्क करना चाहिए, बिकॉज CPU वर्क्स एट अ वेरी फास्टर स्केल and input output cycles are very slower. So you have to choose a certain balanced approach for selecting the warehouse platform. And the next one is your optimal hardware architecture for parallel query scalability. Optimal hardware architecture मतलब there should be optimal architecture, मतलब जो भी hardware architecture you have chosen now, that should be the optimal one that can process the parallel queries. For that you can use symmetric multiple processor, parallel multiprocessor, so that you can perform your query easily. The next point is data warehouse and DBMS specialization. So DBMS specializations are basically, DBMS is used to give you a performance, throughput, scalability, and all these things. So you need a DBMS that will take care of all these things, that supports your warehouse. Okay, so you need certain kind of management systems that will take care of your warehouse and that will increase your performance, throughput, scalability, take care of all the relations. examples आपके DBMS के your DB2, Informix, and these are the examples that you can use these DBMS to build your data warehouse. The next one is the communication architecture, or you can say communication infrastructure. The communication infrastructure are basically nothing. It will gives you the decision of the bandwidth, how long we are connected with data marts or the end user. These are basically deciding your cost and efforts of it. The communication infrastructure will tell you the bandwidth requirement, and it's depend upon deciding the cost and infrastructure. So these are all about your technical consideration as well as your design consideration. On the tomorrow's turn, we will discuss about implementation consideration. And if the question comes about into the examiner, write about building the data warehouse. So you have to write all the consideration, okay? Like business, technical, design, implementation, okay? And if the question comes, define the technical consideration, you just write about the technical consideration. But if the question comes building a warehouse, then you have to define how you will build a warehouse, and you have to give the detail about all the consideration. So that's all with today's lecture. Is there any problem? You can ask. If no problem, let me know so that I can end the lecture, okay? Anyone, is there any problem? आप लोग बोलते क्यों नहीं है क्लास में?
No problem.
ठीक है बच्चों, कल जो मैंने पुराना वाला लेक्चर था उसको मैंने गूगल क्लासरूम में डाल दिया है. इसके बाद जैसे ही कंप्लीट होगा, I will give an assignment and I will take the Viva on this Zoom meeting. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.